Hey everyone!
Hey! What's going on? As usual, we're in the truck and I'm wearing a red shirt.
And I'm wearing a black one.
Is this gonna go up this week? Are we gonna call this a live in the moment update?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. It's mid-February. Well, you know, because it's live in the moment update. And we've been back for a while, right?
Yeah, like...
We don't want to admit how long we've been back, but we've been back for a while.
Yeah, it's been over a month and...
Yeah. And things have been busy. Decompressing from the trip, the wedding itself, the depression of not having anything to plan and look forward to.
Going back to work and blah, blah, blah.
Me getting called back to work. I've been on furlough forever, and they call me back 2 weeks at a time. So,
Anyway.
yeah, because of that, we had some plans that didn't come to fruition.
So as you know, we drove back. Well, they don't even know.
Yeah, you don't know. We drove back fast. I think there was a mix of a little bit of homesickness and this idea that driving 6 hours a day to go back to Florida from Colorado and taking our time is only prolonging the inevitable. We're not going to get to do anything on those days because they're still fairly long drive days. We're going to go back to back to back at RV parks. We might as well just power through and go as far as we can every day. So we did. Yeah,
we drove home super quick. We didn't stay as long as we anticipated, but we thought we would have, I don't know.
We were thinking originally, switch hands. It's okay, darling.
My arm hurts.
I got it. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, look what's happening. Oh, God, can't do that. I'm driving. Wait, you don't have this. This is a terrible video. What are we doing? The thought was we would stay somewhere in Florida before we got home so we could do a final cleanup of the RV, dump our tanks real nice, do a lot of flushing, just tidy it up before we put it back in storage. And we didn't do that.
No, we drove home really fast. Our last site, well, they did have dumps, but we got there like super late. And so we were like, well, we'll get home, we'll unpack, and then in the next, couple of days we'll go and we'll dump before we go back to work. Well,
that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. And we were like, well, we'll do it next weekend. And then that didn't happen.
Then I get called back to work, and then the Super Bowl comes, and then all kinds of great things are happening that make it so we don't want to spend our weekend dealing with
dumping
something
the black
we
tanks.
should be dealing with.
It's not been super hot here in Florida. This past week has been warm, but other than that, it's been pretty cold.
Yeah, we thought that would help.
We hope.
We put a ton of the
toilet scent things in there
before we left it, knowing it would be a week or two.
And it really was only like 1 or 2 nights of use, and like we had dumped the tanks and then used it like 1 or 2 days. Yeah, so it's not like full at all by any means, but there is use of it.
So we don't know what's going to happen.
We have no idea. I'm terrified. I've been thinking the worst and just trusting Doug saying that it's going to be fine.
I'm convinced there may be a little smell in the RV that will go away.
In my mind, the RV is completely covered in poop and mold, and the tanks have fallen out of the bottom and just decayed from all of the poop, and who knows, I hope there's not been a leak. It's rained a lot. Yeah. I'm thinking the worst. So.
Yeah, we did put the thing through its paces. Now that we're talking about it, I'm remembering we have pieces of trim that are laying on the ground that fell off and moving. It's a mess in there.
It's a mess.
Oh, jeez.
So we are on our way to get the RV, to dump it, and check on the status of it.
We'll let you know what happens in just a second.
Yeah, we'll see you in a minute. They look good.
I don't feel like this is the key, darling. Definitely not.
I hope that's the key.
Oh, thank God. Still from...
Oh.
Can you give me a...
How is it remembering how to do everything?
It's good. Muscle memory. We got really used to it for a while.
Yeah. I can't believe how rusty this all is.
Yeah, it got rusty fast. This is always the difficult one.
All right, guys.
I will say that it looks okay.
It looks great on the outside. The tires look good.
We washed it before we put it away.
Yeah, we washed the outside. We just didn't care about the inside. I don't know why, but
Oh, God.
I hope the stench doesn't like knock you out.
I'm gonna go in first.
I feel like I smell poop. Oh boy. Maybe I should go. I don't know.
Maybe a stale poop smell.
It doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell horrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, it stinks. It stinks.
It's like a clean stink.
Like when you go into a restroom at a...
Oh yeah.
There's like buggies on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I'm confident the smell would come out.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a water accident before we left. Alright, it's not like...
Terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's gonna be our house soon, so.
The fridge doesn't have like a bunch of mold in it, so that's good.
Yeah, it had time to dry.
Nice. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head to a dump station and...
Yeah, hope we can flush and everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Woo! Alright guys, we picked it up and it's not that bad.
No.
It stinks.
Yeah, there's definitely a smell.
It's usually you walk in and it smells so good in there, but
it's kind of like, it smells like a really old porta potty that someone cleans really well. So
yeah.
There's a stink, but it's like a clean stink.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
It makes sense to me. But I was worried about like mold and stuff in the RV, but it looks pretty good. There's a lot of gnats, especially in the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know if those are gnats or like what they're called. Dung beetles.
But
really.
We're heading to a Love's. It's like what, how far?
7 miles.
7 miles. There's not a lot of like RV parks close that have good dump stations, and it's Sunday and you know.
And it's not like out west where like the rest stops have dump stations in them.
No, not here in Florida.
Not at least Central Florida. I mean, we're in Disney World basically.
Yeah. So we will update you soon.
$10. They got a lock on it, so I have to go in and pay and they'll unlock it, I guess. There is water with a little hose. I want to flush, but I'd have to take their hose off and all that, so I don't know how it's going to go, but
We definitely need to flush.
yeah.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'll show you what it looks like here. It's pretty nice. So while Doug is doing the black tanks out there, flushing them, I am just letting the RV air out a bit. Got the door open, the windows. I cleaned the floor and around the toilet really well. It was clean, like I didn't leave anything like visibly soiled when I left, but I definitely didn't like scrub it down really well. So I just went ahead and used like Lysol wipes and cleaned up around the toilet. And it stinks like when you open the lid, but it smells pretty good in here again. I mopped the floors really quick. So I'm pretty happy. It's getting really hot in here though. How's it going?
It stinks really bad. Like really bad. Our black tank, probably because it was full of junk, the sensor's reading that it's full. So while I'm flushing, I'm trying to fill it up, but I don't know if it's full. So I'm just gonna have to wait a minute.
Yeah.
Every time I flush, it does not look any better. So, anybody up for a milkshake?
Doug! Sorry, he's disgusting. Success, I guess.
That's over with. It was really stinky.
The RV inside didn't smell as bad as I thought, but it didn't smell great.
And
so
the process of dumping smelled much worse than normal. Things were going pretty good. We were the only ones there. And then all of a sudden an RV showed up and I felt rushed. So what stinks is I don't want to overfill the tank, but when I flush it, I want to fill that thing up to the brim so if there's anything stuck to the sides, it all comes down. But there's no way of knowing because it's all stuck to the side, so the sensor doesn't read accurately. So I have no idea how full it is when I'm putting water in there.
But it ran clear, right?
Yeah, it ran clear, but it could run clearer along the bottom, and there could be stuff all over the sides. You know?
I guess that's true. Anyway, it doesn't smell nearly as bad now. We put in our little scent bomb things.
Yeah.
Biopack. And
I feel better about it.
All right.
We'll be back in it in a few weeks, probably.
Yay!
Okay, everybody. So, in closing, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
I couldn't think of a better way to spend ours.
Yeah. No better way.
No. On the horizon, we got some big news. I mean, things are happening. The full-time RV life is upon us.
It's getting there, for
Yes.
sure.
So that's exciting. We're playing a chess game to make everything happen. And it's working out.
Yeah, we just wanted to let everyone know, like, real time,
Yep.
kind of where we were at. We still have a lot of wedding and honeymoon videos to come.
Yeah, next week's going to be the second half of Zion, Kolob Canyon.
I think it's co-op.
Kolob, whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's cool.
We promise in the upcoming videos we'll start having a little more talking. We didn't know what we were doing at first.
Yeah, it's still a little
We
bit.
still don't know what we're doing. Yeah. Thanks for following along.
Yeah, thank you. Share the videos. Keep
Yeah, please.
commenting and liking them and letting us know what you want us to do.
Yes. And here soon, we'll go on a whole new adventure. So
Yes.
that's exciting.
All
All
right.
right. You guys